My name is Ferdy, by the way,
Okay.
and I'm going to accompany you to this Arsenal stadium, although I'm a Spurs fan, but nobody knows that.
Yeah, we're just going to do the mission, the North London mission, and it's going to
Interesting.
change our lives,
Yes,
probably.
I've never been there actually. So
Oh,
it'll be nice to go inside Arsenal Stadium and see the, the cups. Are we going to see the cups?
we can go to the gym if you want.
Oh no, I don't feel
Okay.
like gym
No,
today because
not
I'm
today.
very dressed, casual, smart today.
Very smart.
Thank you very much, sir.
Very smart indeed.
I thought, make the effort if we're going to Arsenal Armory. So
Mm.
why are you
A little
going there?
respect.
What are you thinking? What you gonna do?
So I bought a shirt, an Arsenal shirt, a couple of seasons ago, and I like to get a player's name, like a popular player, my favourite player, usually on the back.
Who's that?
Just because when you look back in the future,
Yes. Okay, that's gonna remind you of that
it's going to
time.
remind you of that time, it marks it
season.
better, and you get more substance from that object, that shirt.
It's almost like listening to a music that takes you back to that spot, right? It reminds you of that holiday where you first heard it. So having a top with that player's name on it will remind you 2025 season, perhaps.
Yeah, you use that player to express. It's like a weak form of expression,
Hmm.
but you use that player's name on
Yeah.
your back just to express who you are.
That's
Like,
a really
that's
good idea.
your that's your choice of
Yes.
player, of who you felt
Closest to.
closest to, who you had an affinity with.
Yes.
So I've got Declan Rice on one top that I've got
What a name.
from
Brilliant player.
yeah, legend. I
Legend.
think it's going to be a future Ballon d'Or winner.
Tall,
Hopefully, this
strong.
season.
He's become the dad of the midfield, really, hasn't he? He's got his arms open and he's
Yeah, he's amazing.
pretty much hugging all the players and
He just does everything and just
Yes.
runs around like a lunatic.
And he's everywhere,
always
isn't
in the
he?
right place at the right
Yeah.
time. He's so skillful. Like
mm,
I mean, he doesn't really show his skills on the pitch. Like he doesn't do flares, tricks,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
whatever.
But he holds the game.
He never loses
Mm.
the ball. Like
Mm.
every time he receives the ball, it's like
Something's
unbelievable,
gonna happen.
amazing. And the interceptions and the defending that he does, unbelievable.
Do you feel more secure about the match when you see Rice on the pitch?
Yeah, definitely.
You
But
do,
there's a
don't you?
few players that we need there, like the spine. When we have Saliba playing, when we
Mm.
have Declan Rice. But then even now, with the strength and depth that we have,
Yeah.
now that we've really spent money since 2018, we've been spending money. Like the club's been making a financial loss every year since 2018, and that is part of the process of building up the squad.
Since
to compete.
7 years now.
Yeah, 7 years now we've been making a loss financially.
But it's building
But
for
it's
the
building.
future, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
you got a team now that can last maybe another 7 years.
Yeah,
Hopefully.
exactly. I don't know.
Mm,
We're not going to keep spending like we have been
no,
because it's not. It just doesn't make sense. I think for the owners and
no.
whoever else.
They want a
But
return now, right? They want a
Yeah, yeah.
return now.
yeah, I suppose probably they will do. But Arsenal are a club that are run financially possibly better than any other club. I don't know. Like
Well,
it's
that is
difficult
true.
to say
That is true because
we-
look where
yeah.
you are now.
Yeah, I don't know. I
That
don't know.
does talk for itself. And it wasn't easy and it wasn't cheap
No.
to get here. But I think Arsenal has a good directives who know
Yeah.
where to spend.
Yeah, the directors are they're doing a good job because let me tell you, between 2005 and 2017-18,
Right.
we had no choice but to make profit because we were paying back the new stadium, the Ashburton Grove Emirates Stadium,
That's right.
and we needed to be making profit in order to pay back the lenders.
Of course.
Now that we paid that off,
You're
we're in a
free.
different
Yeah.
era of the club. Like, it doesn't happen one day to the next. You can't just go from a team that was like probably Aston Villa's level maybe, but not even as good as that now. Like we were top 4 competing, like the
That's right.
top 4 trophy. You know,
That's
we were
right,
trying our
yeah.
best to get in the top 4, and that was a massive success
Then
for us.
that was when Man City was really collecting all the cups.
Well, there was a period of Chelsea, then obviously Leicester won. Then I think Man City came through like sometime
Because
shortly
Leicester
after
did
that.
it as well, like in the
Yeah,
in the first 4.
2008 or something.
Oh,
2008
right.
or 9.
So
And then more recently it's just been Man City,
yeah.
Liverpool. They're like Man City. That's like it's a bit of a
Let's
cheat.
not go
I mean,
into let's not go into Man City. Stay with the Arsenal.
Yeah.
I know.
yeah. But Man City, they obviously have unlimited funds. They don't follow the financial
it.
regulation rules. The
Yeah.
whatever. They don't seem to. They're not getting punished for it. But then like I'm not looking for excuses. But it's just
but they
the
will
reality.
get punished.
I hope they do.
When FIFA picks it up, they will get punished. Like anyone, you know, they can't, leave them out, and that wouldn't look good on other teams really who are working hard and spending every penny,
and doing
sweat
things
and guts and to this team
above board.
and seeing that happening is not fair. So I think that will will
yeah,
happen.
definitely.
But Arsenal now, like you said, 7 years, right? It took you 7 years to get to this point where you are now top of the league. The league is the season isn't finished yet. There's still big games to go. You are points clear now.
6 points.
6 points clear now, right? And you're top of the league in Champions League.
Yeah.
So flying high. And do you think you are where you want to be?
Yes. I don't think there's any. We could have a Haaland or a Mo Salah,
okay,
or
so
a player that's scoring 25 goals.
You could make the team stronger.
Yeah. I mean, we.
Are you saying you need a striker?
But we don't concede goals. You know,
We've got good defense.
There's a balance to
right.
the team. You know, just because we don't necessarily have that 20, 30 goals a season striker, we're still top of the league.
Yeah.
And we're still top of everything.
Which is fantastic.
You do need that. Like like Liverpool have won things.
Yes.
Because they're a good team. Obviously, they have great players, and they haven't spent huge amounts of money. They have, but they've also sold a lot of players. So they're quite an outlier in that sense. Like they haven't just bought their way to winning things. But when we won the FA Cup, when we had Aubameyang.
Yes. I remember. What a player.
Amazing.
What a player.
But that was that player that was scoring 20 goals a season, amazing.
He just started scoring from nowhere, really. He's just become, I'm the striker.
And he basically won us the FA Cup.
Yeah.
Like, just him alone, more or less. Obviously not just him, but he was like, without him, we would have been nowhere. So there is that, but I don't think...
Some players like that.
Like we've got depth now. We've got players that are just unbelievable. Marino, Zubimendi,
absolutely,
Declan Rice, all of our defenders.
Solid players.
Now, if someone gets injured...
You've got a strong bench as well, haven't you?
Like previous seasons, we were there, the first team, last season and the season before, but we didn't have the depth. We didn't have the strength and depth. Like if Saliba got injured, or if Rice got injured, or anyone got injured, we were.
And this is where the
exposed.
management has come in. They've seen that there is no depth in the bench, so
that's part
that's
of the plan
big
from the
credit to them
beginning.
seeing that. With the manager Arteta on there, and they've obviously sat down and put down names on the table, and according to their finances, they picked the right players. But I want to ask you something. The success of Arsenal's where you are now, do you think that do you agree that it starts with a good defence?
Yes, I think that's. I don't know. I don't know if it's strictly necessary or like it's the only path forward. But realistically, it's the foundation of the team, you know.
This is it.
Because if you're conceding goals all the time, you can't expect your attackers to score 4 or 5 goals a match, you know, especially in the
That's
Premier
right.
League.
Yeah.
But I couldn't necessarily tell you one way or the other whether you need to start with the defence or start with the midfield or start with the strikers. I don't know. Ask.
But
we need to
foundation,
speak to someone about that.
defense. I think for myself, I think having a key, strong defense
Yeah.
that stops any striker in Premier League is a starting point.
Yeah.
And
'Cause
then
I mean, if
from
you're not
there,
conceding
you
goals,
you go
you've got a
you go
chance.
towards forward.
As
So
soon as you're
next-
not conceding goals,
That's
you've
it.
got a
You're
chance.
holding the game now.
Yeah. Look at Greece in the 2008 Euros.
That's right. Yeah.
They didn't have great attacking players.
No,
they just had
they're
they
good
just parked the
defence.
bus
Yeah.
and they defended and then they won stuff. So they won the Euros.
Is
I
that
mean-
where Arsenal?
That was our inspiration.
Inspiration from.
Yeah, the Greeks.
Yeah. I mean,
Nah, but
it's important, obviously, to have a strong defence. This is why I wanted to mention it because you haven't, conceded a lot of goals.
yeah, and you know what? People will haters. Okay, we can call
The
them.
haters,
The haters
they're always there.
drinking their haterade. They
yes.
will say the football's boring. We don't attack enough. Or I don't know if even say it. They don't say it anymore. But this is
Yeah.
what they were saying previously. At the beginning of the season, they were saying it's all boring. They're just a defensive team. Park the
Mm.
bus. But it's not true at all. Our line of play is the highest in the whole Premier League, and that's often because the other teams that we're playing are parking the bus, and they're the ones that are making the matches not as entertaining as they would have been under the Wenger
Yeah.
management or other managers in the Premier League. Like it's just a result of teams parking the bus, you know,
Mm.
because they have to, because
You
we
have
have
to.
that quality.
Yeah.
But then there's always criticism, whatever
Always.
you're doing.
Yeah, that's right.
Whatever
Well,
you're
even
doing.
if you're winning, you get that. He should have played instead of him. You'll always get that. So you've sorted the defense block. Now you've sorted the middle block, which you have Rice in the middle, Merino, good players.
Zubimendi,
You've got the wings.
we've got the
sorted.
attacking midfielders.
You've got now Arsenal has become a feisty attacker, along with a good defence. So yes, you are in the right position, I believe. But how long you can keep this? This is the trick question. But before we get to that answer, let's have a coffee break.
Let's have a coffee break.
Thank
Lovely.
you, guys.
We're gonna
So
head
I've
off
been
to the
talking
stadium now.
to Hugo Master, my dear friend. He's an Arsenal fan, and I'm just here asking the questions as an independent
It's a pleasure
Spurs
to have
fan.
you.
So we're best pals.
We're happy to have you.
Thank you very
We're
much.
happy to have you.
Happy to talk to you and happy to be here. I can't wait for the coffee. Right.